Hello, hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. I see I couldn't find my regular glasses, so I've got these wonky glasses today. So I look a little like an alien, I fear. But hey, the show must go on. Hello. Hey, Kenneth. Bailey, the first one in the house today, says Carol, Carol, Carol. Hi, Kenneth. How are you doing? Ving with G is in the house. Hello, dear Glow host, our host Glow. Hey, Fee, I was supposed to call you the other day. I will do my best to call you after this is over. What a beautiful sunset. Where was that? That was in Colorado. Yes, that was at the Gutted in Colorado. These glasses. I have so many more videos. Oh my goodness. What did you all think of that young lady who built out that, for those of you who have seen it, who built out that van with the hanging closet? Was she not the cutest, most adorable, but brilliant? Oh my goodness. That just shows you can be adorable and cute and still smart as a whip. Kristen Smith says, hello, everyone. Hi, Kristen. Janice says, hey there, everyone. Janice, I've been meaning to contact you. I know someone who's selling a 2016 Sienna with 96,000 miles. Now, I can't speak to the condition of it, so I was reluctant to even say it, but you had mentioned you were looking, so I thought I'd bring it up. Hey, Nora says, Nora is driving. We spent a day in the country. Cool, very cool. Janice Williams says, Arcuda, we missed her last week. She did. She was at a party enjoying life. Oh, my goodness. Janice said, Carol should be getting better with setting up and tuning in at this point. I hope I am. Fee is saying hello to everyone. 3 Generations says, hello, fellow Globies. Hey, 3 Generations, how's it going? Everyone's saying hello. Hey, Lisa Delight Show says, hi, Glow. Hi, everyone. Lisa, you're another one I have to contact because I have an idea I want to run by you with the holidays coming up. But I need to make a list. You know, I love lists. Graham Whitaker says, hello, fellow Globies. Good day, Nana. Hey, Graham, how's it going? You're off of, I call it home arrest, basically, in Australia, but you're off of that. Thank goodness. Janice is saying hi to Graham. Amy, Colorado has the most beautiful sunset, doesn't it? Oh, they were just beautiful. Howdy, Globies. Hello, hello. Hey, Judy. Judy and I are getting ready to do some fun stuff together. Oh my goodness. I missed the last couple of comments. Miss Nettie, hello, Miss Nettie. Hi, Miss Carol and my fellow Globies. Hey, Miss Nettie, I just sent you were the winner last week. I just sent that over. So, and I sent you an email with that information. So you should be able to go over to Walmart and be happy. Anyhow, Janice says, I'm still looking. Okay, well, if you're interested, but I'm reluctant to, because if I tell someone about something and then it blows up, you know, I feel bad, although I won't pay for it, but I would still feel bad. But anyhow, in fact, I had considered buying it, but I'm going to do another project. So I can't spend the money right now. One of the holies says, hey, Carol and Globies. Hello, Amy, my sister-in-law. I should say sister-in-love. How's it going, Amy? 3 Generations is saying hello to Poppy. Oh, I didn't see Poppy. Hello, Poppy. How are you? Ancient Vision says first live. Well, everyone say hello to Ancient Visions. We always say hello to our newbies. Hello, Ancient Visions from Australia, and welcome, welcome. So everyone say hi to Ancient Visions. Lisa D is saying, okay, cool. Yeah, I have an idea, but I have 500 ideas a day, but I think this might be a good one, Lisa. So I will hit you up. SAL says, hey, Carol. Hey, SAL, how's it going? How's it going? Don Miller is my brother. Hey, Donald, how's it going? I haven't talked to you in a couple of days. I'll have to give you a call. I missed a comment. So if I miss your comments, come around, say hello again. DRH201, I just started watching and you are the best. My name is Lori. Hi, Lori. How's it going? Say hello to Lori. Everyone greet Lori. Hello, Lori. So glad you're in the house. One of the holy Levi says hi, and when is he going to see you again? Oh, Levi's my adorable nephew. I was thinking of coming back there in October, but I'm not sure. I do have some business, and you guys know I have some business I need to take care of in Myrtle Beach. So I do have to come back at some point. I'm not sure when. Waiting till hurricane season is over back there, and then we'll look at it. DRH201. I'm new here too, so DRH201, say hello to DRH201, everyone. DRH, that sounds like something from Star Wars. DRH201, hello, and welcome. Janet, hi, Janet, how's it going? Everyone is saying hi to Lori, DRH. Hello, all. Welcome. SAL is saying welcome to Ancient. We are a welcoming group here. We love new people coming in, and I love my regulars. Oh, just a regular love fest going on here. But I'm going to get a couple more minutes for a few more people to come in, but I'm going to make a few announcements. One about the meetup in January. I have a tentative date, but I'll make it final and give more information later, but I'm just going to give a little bit of information today. Hey, Paula Holbrook, how's it going? Hey, everyone is saying hello and greeting. Oh, Mary Jane Weeds, hi, popping in to see what's up. New here too. Say hello to Mary Jane. Welcome, Mary Jane. Glad to see you in the house. Come on back. Don't be a stranger. Keitha Dietrichs. Hello, Keith. I'm hoping I'm saying this right. Keitha, is that right? Keitha Dietrichs. Hello, and welcome. Janice says, I want to borrow Cuddles for traveling. Hey, he is a good traveling buddy. He's such a cool dog. Such a cool dog. So, and I'll tell you guys, I'm going to talk for a minute, and then I'll go back. If I miss anything, come back and say it. I am actually thinking of getting another dog in addition to Cuddles. And I'm thinking of getting, I love German Shepherds and have always loved them. So I'm thinking of getting either a German Shepherd or, a Rottweiler. And I'm thinking because as we're more and more on the road, I want a dog that's a little more protective and get them trained for that purpose. Cuddles is a great companion. He might warn me, he might not, but he's really a snuggle bug, He's a love bug. I got Cuddles to actually be my daughter's service dog, and I've turned out to be his service person. So she's a little bit overwhelming for him, but she was not overwhelming for our German Shepherd. The German Shepherd kept her in check, but Cuddles, he can't keep anyone in check. He's too much of a love bug. But anyhow, let me go over and say hello to everyone else. Keitha says, good vibes. And yes, oh, great, good. I'm glad I didn't butcher your name, Keitha. And Donald says, DRH201, sure could have used your knowledge this morning. Uh-oh, I was out prepping the pool to winterize it Monday. Well, I missed what went on before there, but come around, tell me again, you guys. Joyce Wyatt, hello to everyone. Greetings from Chicago. This is my first visit. Well, you know the routine, folks. Say hello to Joyce. Welcome, Joyce. Glad to have you in the house. Ancient Vision says, we are still in lockdown. What? I thought Graham told me they were where he was out of lockdown. So in different places in Australia, is it different as far as lockdown? And when you say lockdown, does that mean you can't go out of your house, or you can't go out of your province or your district? Holy moly. Hope Springs Eternal Rescue. Hey, yes, Cuddles was a rescue. He was, if that's what you're talking about. Just live, love, laugh, locked. Hey, I want a GS2. Hello, everyone. Hello. Detouring with Donna. Hi, Detouring with Donna. How's it going? Where are you hailing from? Janice Williams says, how would Cuddles feel about that? I don't know. I'm going to get any dog that I get, I will get it as a little puppy. So Cuddles will still be the alpha when I bring the dog in. Now that will probably eventually change, but at least I'm not going to bring a dog in that would intimidate Cuddles. So I'm going to bring a dog in that can grow with Cuddles, so that dog would have to get along with Cuddles, because Cuddles is first in line. Any other dog is going to have to to get along with Cuddles. One of the Holy says, I want a German Shepherd too. Oh, I just love, those are the smartest dogs. Amy says, I have a Rottweiler / pit bull. Morty is my best friend. I tell you, you come up, the one thing, when you come home, no matter what's going on, your dog is always happy to see you. Can't say that about everyone else. You sure cannot. Don says, hi, Joyce Wyatt. Welcome from NC. Hello again, Joyce. And everyone's saying hello to Joyce. Hope Springs Eternal saying hi to Marty. Mary Jane Weed says, I have a shepherd. I'm her service person. Yeah. Sometimes as they say, that's the way it be. But I'm really hoping to get a dog. But I had given consideration to getting a German Shepherd that was already trained as a protective dog. But do you know, I was in for a shock. Do you know that getting those dogs that are already trained like that, they start at like about $30,000 to $40,000 and go up from there. I looked at one site and these dogs were like $100,000. I would say, holy moly, these must be for billionaires or something. I don't know, because who else could possibly afford them? But yeah, so I'm going to get one and then work with someone here to get him trained. And I think I'm going to get a boy. I had a girl who was very protective, a great dog, but the boy dog seems to be, now maybe it's just me, they seem to be more affectionate, or at least Cuddles with his needy little self. Hi, Esther Stevens. Welcome. Esther is one of my OGs, original Glowbies. Amy says, standard poodles are actually the smartest dogs. Standard poodles are very smart. But I'll hold up a German Shepherd next to a standard poodle any day. But standard poodles are very bright. They are extremely intelligent. You're right. Love your glasses. I know, these are my wonky glasses. Joy says, thank you for all your warm greetings. Hey, we're a warm greeting loving family of Glowbies in here. Kenneth says, German Shepherd and Rotties will protect you. Yes, they will. I've had a dog rescue and have experienced many wonderful canine babies. I sure do love you, and I know any dog will adore and protect you. Thank you, Grant. I'm sorry. What did I say? I'm looking at Graham's name saying, thank you, Kenneth. So you have a dog rescue. You've had a dog rescue. I knew you were my kind of person, Kenneth. If you're rescuing dogs, you are a good person. But yeah, those two dogs are very protective, and I'm looking for something. Don says Cuddles is just needy. Yeah, Cuddles is pretty needy. He always wants to come up and put his head in my lap, and then he looks at me with those eyes like, can you just give me some love? So, he's just spoiled rotten. What can I say? Detouring with Donna says, I have a toy poodle, not miniature toy, and he was a rescue who took a service dog training, who took two. Oh, okay. He has traveled all over with me, including to Mexico. I am blessed. If you have a canine companion, you are blessed. You really are. Judy says, my second dog was a Saint Bernard. Holy moly. Good for nothing but looking good and always getting you wet. I looked at those. What do they call them? I have to look it up, but they're called Kano something. I saw one in a store one day, and those were, whoa, that was the most magnificent animal. Kano something, but it looked like it would be very hard to contain if that dog decided to do something. Graham says, I'm a big dog fan, but would recommend a miniature pincher for van work. Well, yeah, those are nice, but I just love German Shepherds. And Kathleen Klein says I didn't see everything you said, but you were talking about how good they are too, Kathleen. Janice says, small little yappy dogs make good alarm systems. They do, but then that's all they can do. They can't do anything else. So I want a dog that if something goes down, that dog is right in the mix. And a German Shepherd or a Rottweiler will get right in the mix if someone is posing a threat to me or Jessica. So VQ Cruz says, hey, from Puerto Rico, love Labrador Retrievers. Yes, I think Cuddles is mostly lab. I do believe Cuddles is mostly lab. But welcome from Puerto Rico. I don't think I've seen you in here, VQ Cruz. Is this your first time in here? Well, I've been wanting to go to Puerto Rico for the longest, and I hope one day I will make it there. Don says, Graham Whitaker, that's the dog I wanted, but my wife had another idea. Yeah, they had this little dog. He was tiny little thing. I think wasn't he a Chihuahua mix? That dog, he thought he was a Doberman Shepherd Rottweiler mixed together. Oh my goodness. Hi, She Devil Adventures. Welcome, welcome. Luann Kelly says, I have labs. Yeah, labs are nice dogs. They really are. My male is my protector and never leaves my side when I'm sick or upset. My girl likes to cuddle at night, so you really need two. Well, I'll have Cuddles for the cuddling, and I think I'm going to call. When I get my dog, I'll let you guys help me. I was thinking of Bear for a name, depending on what the dog looks like. I don't know. Three Generations says, Chihuahuas will protect you viciously. They will, but someone can take them out of commission pretty easily. Don says, VQ Cruz, welcome to the Saturday afternoon Glow Live. Yes. How's it going in Puerto Rico? Yes. Oh, I bet it's beautiful there right now. Janice says, we had an Akita and he would always jump the fence and look for cars with open windows and sit there waiting for a ride. That must have been quite an experience, Janice. Kenneth says, no matter what you're told, follow your heart. Thank you, Kenneth. Yeah, my heart says German Shepherd, maybe Rottweiler, but I'm pretty sure German Shepherds. Kathleen says, I'm more afraid of a small dog than a large one. Me too. Big ones will tell you what they're going to do. Small ones just do it. That's a very good point. A very good point, Kathleen. Arcuda 2001. Nora is so dedicated to your live stream that she is listening while she is driving. Oh my goodness, Nora, thank you so much. Janet Long says, I love Akitas. My mom bred and showed them. One saved my life. Well, how was that? Is that a story you want to tell, Janet? I'd like to hear what happened. So everyone, hey, Tim at Mo Bang for your bucks. Hello, hello. Tim was volunteering to help a couple ladies who are supposed to be coming out to our meetup. In fact, you know what? I'm going to move over here for a second. I may miss some of your comments, but I'm going to move over here for a second and let you know. We have tentatively set the dates. Well, it's tentative, but I think it's pretty firm. The dates for our meetup for January 19th to 21st, ending the morning of the 21st. The reason is we talked about, I haven't seen anything from Bob Wells yet on the RTR, but I have seen Sue Ann Carlson, who is a director over HOWA, Home on Wheels Alliance. She's having a ladies or women's meetup or camp together starting January 21st. So we don't want to conflict with that. And it's going to be in Baus, which is about 12 miles in from the Maid Road off Plumosa in Quartzsite. So what we think we'll do is we'll have ours up to the 21st. Then people who are planning to go to her get together can just head on out to Baus. And Baus, I couldn't get reception at all. No internet, nothing. So we're going to have ours further in off Plumosa, but we'll have signs and everything. And then also Schoolie Palooza starts on, I think, the 21st and goes through the 30th or the 31st. So people my plans are to do our meetup, go spend a couple days at Sue Ann's, leave there, go to Schoolie Palooza. That's my tentative plan. But we have all kinds of fun stuff we're going to be doing. And what we're going to do is since we don't know what Bob's is, but since the big tent, I think, is starting on the 21st, Bob's event usually goes until the first day of the big tent. So what I think we'll do, having it the 19th to the 21st, we will start every day at 3:00. that will give people a chance to go out if they want to go to, if Bob has the RTR, if you want to go over there, see what's happening over there, attend a session. Then you can come back at 3:00, get together. We're thinking about maybe having, we haven't decided, but we're thinking maybe of having just with everything going on with the Rona, we're thinking that maybe we'll have like a dessert, maybe a dessert coffee and maybe a dessert in the afternoon around 3. And maybe just there's a place that has great cinnamon rolls and just have it, I just pick it up and bring it over rather than have us handling all the food. And then just coffee, dessert, and then people can have dinner, and then if we want, we can all sit down and sit around the bonfire. So that's what we're looking at, but we'll get it finalized, let you know. That's me, Lady Bug Out, and Dawn, the Dawn from Dawn of Van Life. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll get to meet you all, do some fun things. We have some fun activities planned. So anyhow, let me go back over here and look. Janet says, I was a toddler. Oh, Janet, I'm sorry. I was talking and I missed that. I see something about you were a toddler and the dog did something when you were a toddler to save you. So She Devil Adventure says, I know a lady that had a dachshund and he was on the county's vicious dog list. Oh my. Ooh, well, sometimes those little dogs have, what do you call it, Napoleon complex or something? I don't know. One of the holy says, you need to get a Presa Canario. I think that's kind of like a, what's that? The Casa. You know what? I'm going to look it up and I'll tell you what it is in a little while. Tim from Mo Bang for Your Buck says, you need to mark your location on Google and then go back out where there is phone signal and pin the location for people to use to get in early. Well, Tim, what we're going to do is we're just going to be off of Plamosa, right when you make that turn off the main street. We're going to be right in there, and we're going to have signs up. We're going to go a day early or something, but we will try and pin it, but we're going to go in a day early. Judy has volunteered to do signs she said she's going to be the PR person. So she's going to make signs, and Judy is very creative. She's hooking Jessica in with her to make signs. So it will be well marked, so you'll be able to see, and there's plenty of BLM land, So Amy says, hit the like button for Carol. Helps more people see this live show. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. I always forget to do that. Hit that live. And if for some reason you're not subscribed, hit that button so you can get notices of what's coming up. Graham says, Kathleen is on the money with little dogs for sure. Anyone ever thought of a blue heeler? Or I did have a blue heeler when I lived in Kentucky. That's what they told me it was, a blue heeler. Chef Santa Cooking Travel says, good evening. Hope everyone here is okay. I don't know what you're discussing, but I just lost my pit bull. Oh, my goodness. And she was the best dog I ever had. The best heart and biggest heart and sweetest personality. I'm so sorry, Chef Santa. That's a hard thing when you lose your dog, because they can really be your best friends. Truly, they can. Three Generations says, healers are very intelligent dogs. They are. We had a fence behind, like one of those cyclone fence, and behind us was a school with a schoolyard there. So if I put him out in the morning, that dog would climb that fence, and it was a pretty high fence. He would climb the fence and hop over, and down he'd be in the schoolyard. So I couldn't put him out in the morning, I tell you. Hi, Kathy Isaac. Hello. Kathleen says, the only smallish dog I would get is a corgi. They are smart and protective, but still cute. They are. My aunt Anita used to have a corgi. I tell you, you would think that dog was the Prince of Wales, the way she treated that little boy. Tim says, dog looks at me and is he going to eat me? Dogs looks at me. Well, if you got some of those dogs, they can look pretty ferocious. That's so. Esther's telling Chef Santa, sorry for your loss. Yes, we are sorry, Chef. Don says, I see, Kathy Isaac, you added a new emoji. I'm going to have to figure out how to add emojis one of these days. You guys know I'm so far behind on so many things. Mary Jane is saying sorry for your loss. Chef Santa says she was with me for 11 years. Wow. Wow. Graham says healers have a willingness to die for a course. Wow. And DRH201 says, I have pug. Oh, they're so cute. They are so cute. Amy says, Pit Bull Mix is the dog I always dreamed of sharing my life with. Sorry for your loss. My goddaughter has a pit bull and bulldog mix, and that is A, the most protective, but B, the sweetest dog. Every time I go over there, that dog's neck is like this. And, big old head and thick, big body like a bull. And that dog does its best to climb onto my lap every time I go over there. Can you imagine? And then it sits on my foot because if it can't climb on my lap, it'll sit on my foot and put its head on my. Can you imagine what it's like, that dog sitting on my foot? And it's like trying to pick up or move something that is hammered and nailed into the floor. When I try to get him off of my, or her rather, off of my foot, I cannot for the life of me get her off my foot. So yeah, that's quite an experience when I go over there. Don says, Chef Santa Cooking Travels, a Pit was one of the 2 best dogs ever had, and intelligent as all get out. Yep. Talk about loyal. Yeah, they are very, very loyal. Well, I wanted to try. Oh, before I go, I wanted to see, did everyone or who has seen the video on, well, I have 2 videos that came out recently. One was on this young lady named Eva. Oh my goodness. I hope you all have seen that video. I talked about it last week, but she has the most beautiful Ford Connect Transit build. And I'm hoping that next week, I don't know for sure because her schedule's really busy. And I've talked to her about starting a YouTube channel, but she says right now she has too much on her plate, but one day. But I'm hoping that next Saturday, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, excuse me, that she will come on the live and answer questions that you all may have of her build and how she came up with her ideas. Also, I am asking her if she'll help us, Tim, with Tim had also said he would work with doing a build out on a tiny car that I have for driving around, but making it more comfortable just on shorter trips. So I've asked her if she would consider consulting on this build, and she said she'll think about it. It sounds interesting and fun, but again, she's really busy. But check out that video. It has the picture of the closet in front on the Connect. It's just amazing. And yesterday morning, I had a video that dropped. It was with Ladybug, Dee from Ladybug Out, Dawn from Donna Van Life, and Bunny from Bunny Plays Here. And they gave some tips that I thought were really just great tips on things to consider, things that you would really need if you're going to be starting this nomad life or van life, but also things to consider when looking at what kind of vehicle to get, why you're doing it and how your why impacts the vehicle and the things that you need. And also, people think that, tend to think that people who are nomads, you see these pictures, everyone, all these beautiful sunsets, feet out, looking out at the beach, and a glass of wine or something, but it's not all like that. And some people stay static in an urban setting. They're living in a van, but they're like Nomad News up in LA. By the way, check him out, Nomad News. But they're in a city, they're working, but they live in a van to either save money or they couldn't afford the apartment anymore. So there are people that are living in city, just like Van City, like Chrome from Van City Van Life used to do. He was working and living in the city. Then there are people like Bunny, who, she's like the Energizer, literally like the Energizer Bunny. She is moving all the time on a regular basis, almost every day. Now that can get very expensive because the gas is really your biggest expense when you're in van life, I think. So that can get expensive. Then you have D, who's part-time, but's on the road so much, but she tends to stay a couple weeks in a place and visit with people. And I kind of tend to do that. I go to a destination, then I stay for a while, visit with people, meet up with friends, meet other new people. So do check that video out. I think you're going to really enjoy it. It came out yesterday morning. So let me go back to these comments. Dean Shred says, have a great week. Hello, Dean. Sorry I didn't get the rest of your comment. Demita Joe Boy 9 says hello. Hello, Demita. Welcome, welcome. Kathy says the advice from your trio was great. Loved it. I'm so glad it was helpful, Kathy. I that was the whole point, to have some help. And we're going to have some more things like that when we have the meetup. So do stay tuned for the announcements of what's going to be going on. Graham says, in America, you made your own breed. It's a pity crossed with a English bulldog. It's called an American bulldog. Oh yeah, that's what my goddaughter has, a pit bull and American bulldog mix. And one of the best combinations I've seen. Hope Springs Eternal. Hope Springs Eternal. Hope Springs a Turtle says people should check out Reddit. Huh. Okay. I've heard about that, but I haven't checked it out yet. Dean Sheard says, I saw that video of the 3 women you interviewed. Oh, good. I hope you liked it, Dean. Enjoyed it. Chef Santa Cooking Travel says, got to go, everyone. Have a blessed week. See you all next week. Thanks for all your comments. Bye, Chef Santa. Our prayers and thoughts are with you on the loss of your beloved companion. Hope Springs Eternal. Yes, urban car living. Yep, there's a lot of urban car living. In fact, in North San Diego County, there's an awful lot. Hope Springs Eternal, great sub. Okay, I'm not sure what you meant on that, but is urban car living in here? Oh, they're in here. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Hello, urban car living, if that's a channel that's in here. Martina 1 says, Martina in Sticks and Bricks. Sprout is so happy to see me when I get home from work. I know. Isn't it nice to have something that just when you come in the door loves you and just overjoyed to see you? That is a great feeling for sure. Esther says, I love that video. Oh, great. I'm glad, Esther. Maybe I'll do some more like that. Luann Kelly says, I fostered a pit Catahoula mix. I never heard of a Catahoula. Huh. I named her Fancy because of her gorgeous brindle. Oh, found a wonderful home for her and I'm regularly in contact with them. Fostering isn't that hard. It would be hard for me, Luann, because I don't think I could give them up. I just would have a hard time. My heart would just be broken. But that's a very worthy thing to do, to provide a safe place until they can get a forever home. Linda Waxman says, Bend, Oregon, beautiful day here. Hello, Linda. You guys, didn't you just have Descend on Bend? Oh my goodness. I've been wanting to go to that forever. Bend, Oregon is beautiful. Janet Long, I missed your comment, Janet, so come back. DRH 201 says, I'm in PA and people are charging very prices for anything having to do with RVing. You're right. They've gone up 50%. I'd say in some cases almost 100% for used ones. It's unbelievable. Kathy Isaac, I'm now living in my car. I'm like Dawn was, working in a larger city. Going good so far. Had to find a babysitter for my dog, though. Oh, my goodness, yes. Lori Nelson Allen says, hi, Carol. I'm headed towards McCall, Idaho right now. Literally in the middle of nowhere. Beautiful land everywhere you look. Oh, I am so jealous, Lori. It sounds like you are in some beautiful country there. Take some pictures. Do you have a YouTube channel, Lori? In fact, everyone who's a creator in here, could you put a C so we can know who is creators, so we can go over and check you out? And if your name of your channel is different from the name up here, could you put your name so we can know that? Graham says, could a few more Globies join Lindy and Lovey? She needs more Globie love. Okay. Did you hear that or see that? Can we go over and give Lindy and Lovey on YouTube some Glowbie love. Hopefully Lindy and Lovey might be in Quartzsite and I can interview her and get her some more Glowbie love. But for right now, Lindy and Lovey. So let's give Lindy and Lovey some Glowbie love, shall we? Thank you, Graham, for that. Anita Edwards just made it over. Hi. Hello, Anita. Welcome, welcome to Hope Springs the Turtle says, Reddit R Urban Car Living. This is a great resource for tips and tricks. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll have to look that up. Let me write that down. Do I have my pen here? Oh, well, yep, I do have my pen. I'm going to write that down right now so that I can look that up and see. 3 Generations says, and Lindy tells some awesome stories. Okay, everyone go out and check out Lindy and Lovey. Go over and check them out. And our urban, hold on, what was that? Okay, on Reddit. I would check that out. Thank you for that, Hope Springs a Turtle. Deborah on the Go says, I now follow Bunny Plays here now. She's got a great voice, doesn't she? She could be an announcer, couldn't she? She has that. It projects and she just, gets your attention. Yeah, she really has a great voice and a good channel. So check her out too over at Bunny Plays here. Lori Nelson says, Allen says, we have adopted 3 pitties and pit bull mixes. Love them all. Oh, wow. Wow. You're blessed. Janet says, thank you for introducing us to other van life ladies. I subscribe to all 3. Thank you, Janet. I just love introducing people that I like and enjoy, So I will continue to do that. Okay, here's some of our creators. Mo Bang for Your Bucks has a channel. Go check out his video that I did with him on his tiny little Toyota Scion that he converted. And we're going to work on another project together. Hope Springs a Turtle has a channel. Go over and check out Hope Springs a Turtle. Kenneth says, this touches my soul, caring for each other and our wonderful dogs. It does, doesn't it, Kenneth? She Devil Adventures. Go over and check She Devil Adventures, who is a creator. DRH201, if you have a used van and want to sell, one could have a great payday. It's sad. I'll never get out there. Well, now, let me just say this, DRH201. Go over and look at that video with the tiny little Toyota Scion. Now, I'm not saying that that's something a person can live in, for a long term, but it is something you could take some short trips in, and it is something you could well, let me put it like this. It would if a person's in a situation where they're getting evicted and they don't have a choice, it certainly would beat the streets. But as far as getting out there and just traveling, check that out. You might be surprised, DRH201. Do you have a vehicle of any sort right now? I'm curious because I think that there would be some options there. Kathy Isaac said, my job has always satisfied my itchy feet. I travel the state every day. I do medical transportation. Oh, so Kathy, you get out and about and you meet loads of people every day. So that would be a fun. Lindy and Lovey says, just got here. Well, Lindy and Lovey, your ears must be burning because Kenneth Bailey was just telling everyone to go give you some Glowbie love. So hopefully everyone's going over there to give you some Glowbie love, Lindy. Don says, what is this new game? Oh my goodness. Whew, let me get to this new game. Okay. Here's what the new game is. I'm going to explain it, but I'm kind of like, DR201 says, I have a Kia Forte hatchback 5-door. Well, that's what, that's not the same one that Tim had, but he's got a Scion 5-door. So, and he did something that he travels in that. So check it out. I've got a tour on my channel, and then he's got a lot of information on Mo Bang for Your Buck about it also. So check it out because I think you could make that into a micro mini camper. So do check that out, DRH201. Don Miller says, that would somehow do the job, Kathy, but they'd have to send me to the beach a lot. Uh-oh, I missed that. Lindy is thanking Graham. Getting ready for work. Be here a short while. No problem, Lindy. No problem. Glad you're here. Okay, now this is Wanderlust in total. I got the Wanderlust in total. I can't get the right part, but says I'm building my Kia Soul. Okay, closet, sink. Can't wait for my channel to get moving. Oh my goodness. Well, hey, I'd love to see that little Kia Soul. So hit me up. And if you're going to be out if you're in the West Coast or in Southern California, we'll definitely talk, because I'd love to see that, because I'm going to be building out a small one too, and helping a couple ladies in Quartzsite, me and Tim, and also Debbie, probably from Lady Debbie S. So, go out and check out her channel too. L. Pat says, have a 2010 Yukon Denali. Any advice? Is Tim still in the house from Mo Bang for Your Buck? A Yukon Denali. Now, is that, I'm trying to think, is that kind of like a Ford Explorer? Pat, is it kind of built out like let me look up a Yukon Denali and see here. You know what? I tell you what, Pat, hit me up at gloriouslifeonwheels@gmail.com. That's gloriouslifeonwheels@gmail.com. And we can talk back and forth all we want there about it. And then we can share it on the live. But yeah, I'm going to look up so I can see exactly what that configuration is. And we can go from there. Martina1 says he is half Pom, half Chihuahua on 14 pounds. Wow. That sounds like a cutie, Martina. Luann Kelly says McCall is truly God's country. Oh, I bet it is, Luann. I bet. Oh, my goodness. Kathy Isaac says she drives about 2,000 miles. Wow, a week. That is amazing. Oh, Pat, and 2 Great Pyrenees. Okay, so you need a big vehicle for 2 Great Pyrenees. Absolutely. So we'll talk. Hit me up on Glorious Life on Wheels and we'll talk. Wanderlust Intuition. Woo! That went right over my head. Thank you, Wanderlust. So you're getting ready to start a channel. Okay, and you're doing a build, but we'll have to talk, because I'm kind of famous for helping people getting started on YouTube. I love to do that, or helping people with channels. Oh, so you're still here, Tim. Did you hear that Pat has a Yukon Denali? Any ideas about that? Tim has some great ideas too, from Mo Bang for Your Buck. So maybe the 3 of us will talk, and Tim can give you some ideas. I can tell you some of the things that I've seen that I like, and we can just go from there. But one of the things that I really, Yukon Chi Adventure says is the same as the Tahoe, I think. Okay. Linda Waxman says, I didn't know about the SIN, so I just signed up for the updates email. Thank you. Yes, it's supposedly it's advertised as the biggest van life or nomad life vehicle gathering. So I don't know if that's, because I actually think the RTR, they had almost 7,000 people there one year, and the gutted, this was the first year, but I believe that gutted event is going to really, really take off. So, let's see. Don Miller, stay off of Front Street while you're in Vegas. No, Fremont Street. Fremont Street is a fun place. That's one of the most fun places in Las Vegas, Donald. Pat says it's an SUV bigger than Explorer. Okay, I'll look it up and do a little research, Pat, and we'll see. Mo Bang for Your Buck says anything with a hatchback is perfect to do what I do with the Scion XD. Okay. Yeah, check out that video. Check out my video on Tim's, and then check out Mo Bang for Your Bucks. He has some ideas on hatchbacks too over there, since he did it. So yes, everyone's saying it's kind of like a Suburban. Okay. The bigger the vehicle, the more room you will get inside to work with. Yes, clearly. Okay, thank you, Tim. Sylvia Torres is saying, hello, Carol and everyone. Hello. Donald's keeping me on track. New game. Okay, all right. New game. I start with and this maybe, helps tell us a little bit about you. I start with a phrase, and then you guys finish it, and then I'll pick a phrase from what you guys said, and then someone has to add to that, and we go. So anyhow, I'm kind of like, I could never tell a joke because I could never get the punchline right. So I'm not explaining this right either, probably. But I'm going to give a phrase and you guys give the end of it. I sure wish those. What do you want to? Or you could say, I sure wish those folks would stop. So I sure wish those folks would stop. What's the end of the phrase? What do you have? I'm going to see what you guys have to say about that. Amy says, let's go. Okay. CTV says, hey, CTV, how's it going? Welcome in the house. So I sure wish those folks would stop. Any ideas on what you'd have to say? Don Miller says, I know Esther Stevens, but I got her this time. Okay. Amy says, stop complaining all the time. Okay. So you have folks in your life that are complaining all the time. I know a few like that. DRH201 says, stop throwing trash in the ocean. Yep, that would be a good one. Oh my goodness. Do you know all the trash they're getting out of the ocean? She Devil Adventure says, stop complaining. Donald says, I sure wish they would stop making me pay taxes. Well, that's not going to happen, so forget that one. Freddie Schaefer says, folks would stop raising my insurance policies. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. You better be, hopefully you don't live up in Northern California where those fires are, because I met a gentleman when I was up at Shasta Trinity National Forest. He was selling. He said so many people are selling up there because they cannot afford the fire insurance. So, yeah, that's a good one. Kathy Isaac says, I sure wish those folks would stop trashing the campgrounds. Holy moly, you said a mouthful there, because what's going to happen? BLM lands, they're closing more and more of them because they don't have enough people to monitor it, and people are trashing them. So they're just saying, hey, we'll just close it. And, if they close most of the BLM lands, nomads are going to be in serious trouble. L. Pat says, Tim, who is Tim from the channel Mo Bang for Your Bucks? So Mo Bang for Your Bucks is Tim's channel. So that's who I'm talking about, L. Graham Whitaker says, a group of sardine tourists were here on holidays. They were headed to Cairns. Okay. From Sardinia or Sardines tourists? I'm not sure. El Pat says, I'm new at this. Well, you know what, El Pat? There are so many new nomads out there, and so many people who, I think there's so many baby boomers starting this for a variety of reasons, including evictions, including rising rents, including just wanting to get out and have a last hurrah, including kids moving out of the house and saying, finally, now it's time for me. Just a whole host of RVing with Jesus. People are trashing things, mainly locals. I agree. A lot of locals are coming out on weekends, but it's giving us all a bad name. RVing with Jesus. Hi, all. Hello. Janet Long. Now, I'm with you, Janet. Charging so much for gasoline. I'm with you on there. I am with you on there. CTV says, I wish people would stop abusing the 14-day stays on BLM. Now, that's something. I know people are doing that. You're right. Everyone is saying, Freddie Schaefer says, sure wish they would stop vaccine mandates for our military, losing valuable, well-trained soldiers. Well, I'm not a political channel. I'm just relaying news. Apparently, United Airlines, or I think it was United, just terminated, I think, 600 employees. And then I just saw on the news on YouTube channel in New York, this one person, a teacher, was they're putting teachers on leave. So they're not terminating them. So they're not eligible for unemployment. I think they should be eligible for unemployment, personally. but they're not eligible for unemployment, but they're putting on unpaid leave and they can't collect unemployment. Now, this particular woman had a history of blood clots. Now, I believe that's a absolutely, I'm no doctor, but I believe that's a sound reason. Now, I am vaccinated. I have a lot of health risk, plus I'm old, plus overweight, you name it, I got it. So I am vaccinated because something happens to me, you know, I have a child, a special needs child, but I just have an issue with not letting the teachers collect unemployment. I'm not okay with that. But I don't know what you guys think. But um Graham says that was a dad joke, Carol. Not only do I mess up the punchlines, I often don't even get the punchlines, Graham. What can I say? Amy says, stop the violence. Yeah, I'm originally from Chicago. Carjacking is the new thing there currently, and shootings on the expressways. Carjackings, wow. That like was something years ago, and that's coming back, huh, Amy? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I know people are stressed out with this Rona and, being cooped up, but it seems like people are on edge. But carjackings, that's not people on edge. That's people just being criminals, But I think if a few people had something waiting for them when they try to do that, that might stop a few. Hey, you can tell I'm a former peace officer, so what can I say? But you try and jack a car, I kind of feel you deserve what you get. But maybe I'm hardcore. I don't think so. I think I'm a kind person, but don't try and take my car from me. But anyhow, especially and harm me in the process. Linda Waxman says, I have a 2016 Kia 14.5 hatchback. I have it prepared, all paid for. Wow, that's a great, you got a paid for a car. Good job, Linda. And you have it all prepared. When you say all prepared, do you mean you have it all built out or for camping? RVing with Jesus, rinse and just not needing to stay in one place for so long. Janice Williams says, Fred, military personnel had a lot of vaccines to take. This vaccine mess is politics. There's a lot of opinions on this, and I'll just be glad. I'll tell you, I'll be glad when the whole thing is over. I'm just praying that it will be over. That's the question right now. Will it ever be over? RVing with Jesus, good for you. If that's what you need to do, then you need to get the jab. But if you're not in the mainstream nor around people, why get it? Everyone has to, it's a personal decision. Everyone has to, some people have, blood clotting issues, heart issues, transplants, I know a friend that has a transplant. She got it because she has a transplant. She's afraid. I know someone else who doesn't get it because, so everyone has to, make that decision. Luann Kelly says, Regina first. Regina Evans says, hello from Southern Illinois. I'm just getting on here. What is the topic? Glad to be here. Oh, I had just made a statement. I sure wish those folks would stop. And then I let people say the rest of it. So, and people are just saying what they wish folks would stop doing right now, Regina. Luann Kelly says, I sure wish those folks would stop robocalling me. Me too. I'm with you on that, Luann. I am with you on that. Amy says, you're a former police officer, Carol. Wow, thank you for your service. Actually, I was a probation officer, and my caseload was violent offenders. So that was quite an experience. Let me put it like that. I mean, I had a lot of assignments. I was a court officer. I was I did some of everything, but my last one was violent offenders. So that was quite and domestic violence. So I'll tell you what, that's you get a domestic violence caseload and violent offenders, and you will get an education real quick. I'll tell you. But thank you, Amy. Janice says, Cindy, my whole family of diabetics didn't have any problems. 2 are on dialysis. Okay. All right. Kathy says, I had a guy try to get in my car at a gas station. Door is locked, just drove off 4 days ago. Oh my goodness. I don't advise anyone doing this. I'm going to tell you right up front, do not do this. But a friend of mine, who I don't know if she wants me to share it or not, so I'm not going to give her a name. Someone was trying to get into her vehicle when she was asleep at night, and she yelled out, or well, she was in the vehicle, and she yelled out, and they just kind of walked off like no big deal. See, that would, I probably, I'd probably end up hurt, because I think I might, you know, open the door and give them a good spray in the eyes. But I don't recommend that. I'm not suggesting that. Don't do that. And I probably won't do that. But that's deep down inside me. That's what I would feel like doing, or something worse. I mean, who just walks up to you and just starts trying to get into someone else's vehicle? What makes you think you have the right to do that? No, no, no. But anyhow, don't get me started. Traditional owners are considering closing Cape York due to rubbish and toilet paper everywhere. A total lack of respect for a country, and who could blame them? Wow, more and more, Who's this saying have to go? Oh, Esther Stevens got to go. Have a blessed week. You too, Esther. Have a great week. Great week. Cassie said I would have liked to get in and see how fast you could get out, but it's dangerous out there. You're right. Just, if you can get away, that's the best thing to do, is to just get away, and call the police after you are gone and safe. Call the police, give them a description, and let them try and pick up that maniac. Anyhow, Amy says, you're awesome, Carol. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Freddie said something I just missed. Kimber the camper. Oh, Kimber the camper. So are you in a van? Are you just a happy camper, Kimber? Or are you living in something, a vehicle? Marta says, United did that. New York is firing healthcare workers too. Yeah. It's there's no telling what the end of this is going to be. There is no telling. I just see someone says both ways, but I missed that. I'm sorry, I missed that. Traveling gypsy, that is dangerous work, but definitely needed. Thank you. Oh, I missed that traveling. This pressure and fear mongering to get the vaccine is nothing short of bullying. It's a personal decision. I'm feeling sorry for a lot of people who are being put in a very difficult situation. Very difficult, for sure. Linda Barker says, shameless thieves. Yes. Don says, first time check. Oh my goodness. Raving with G, totally agree. Raving with G, RVing, RVing with G, yes. Marie Lambert says, Marie from Alabama, Roll Tide, just wanted to say hello. Be careful driving. Hello, Marie Lambert. Welcome. We'll be careful. Now, how many of you are any of you planning on coming out to the meetup? Just trying to get an idea here. Any of you all coming out to the meetup in January in Quartzsite? I'd love to know if you are and meet you. Ron Etheridge says, hi from Texas. Hello, Ron. Welcome from Texas. I'm going to be in Texas soon. Have a roommate set up here, hopefully. So have someone looking after the place. We'll see how the roommate situation goes. You know how that can be, but I'm not going to say too much about that. Deborah, oops, okay, missed that. Arving with G says, me not getting it is not political at all. There's not enough history behind it, and it goes both ways, from people dying from the jab or the McNasty. Yeah, it's hard. It's it's just a difficult situation all over. Arcuda Nora says, I just got home, tried listening, but was hard while driving. I know, because you want to concentrate on those roads. You definitely do. I'll listen to the entire video again. Thank you, Nora. Thank you. Kenneth Bailey says, this is why we love you so much. Thank you, Kenneth. I love you too. Kimber the camper says, right now, sticks and bricks, taking care of my 89-year-old mother. Well, bless you, Kimber. Bless you. You are a good daughter. Janice says, lots of fake news supporters out there. I'm so sorry that is the case. CTV says, I want to come in January. I hope you will. Greg's Travels says, hi, Glow from Georgia. Hello, Greg's Travels. Are you a creator or do you have a channel so we can shout you out? Fee says, definitely be. Hey, great. I'm glad to hear that, Fee. Glad to hear that. We're going to have some fun. Marie Lambert says, my camper will not be ready in January. Well, we'll be having more. There will be more, Marie, so you don't need to worry. Regina Evans says, I truly enjoy your channel. Love what you do. Thank you, Marie. Thank you so much. Kathy says, Don, it was broad daylight. Wow. Busy place. Just finished getting gas. You never know. I'm a runner if possible, but I only run so far. Wow, I just assumed, Kathy, that it was at nighttime. You're saying it was in broad daylight in a, wow, that's crazy. For those just tuning in, Kathy was sharing that someone tried to carjack her in Chicago in the middle of the day at a gas station at a busy place. Oh my goodness. Marta one says, stop hoarding in the stores. Well, you know what? They're talking about shortages again. I was just at Costco, and they have limits on a lot of things again, on toilet paper, paper towels. In fact, they didn't even have any paper towels. Water, you name it. I have a question for you all. I was in where was I? I was in the bank yesterday, and they were telling everyone that they're going to be closed the whole month of October on Saturdays. So I was asking them, why are you closing on Saturdays? You usually open till like 4, so 1 to 2 or 4. That they close a little early on Saturdays. And the person told me because they can't find employees. And she said it takes a good month to get someone trained, and they now have hired someone, but it's going to take a month to get them trained, so they're going to be closed for a full month of Saturdays. Now, I don't get that. I thought that with everything going on, so many people, their places of business either closed down or were temporarily closed, and people were looking for jobs. But I was in Chick-fil-A, and they were closed you could only go in and pick up your order that you had ordered online, or you could only go through the drive-through, which, I can't fit through. But, and I asked them, I said, well, why can't you sit in here? It's not because of guidelines with the Rona. It's because she said, we don't have enough staff. So is that happening where all of you are too? Or is it just a Southern California thing? But so many places that I'm going, they've lowered their number of hours. They're closing early. They used to be maybe breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now maybe they're only lunch or only dinner. Is that happening where you guys? Now Janet Long says, I'd like to come maybe next time. My son's college, and the dentist took all my dollars. Well, hey, your son in college, that's a worthy use for your dollars. Hey, Danny over at Griswold Family Vacay. Hey, Carol from Danny Landon and Landon. Hope you are well. I am. Thank you. Griswold Family Vacay. They have a fun channel, and he has a little fella named Landon who tells the best jokes. I love that little fella. So go over and check out Griswold Family Vacay on YouTube. Linda Waxman says, now we were asking what we wish people would stop doing, and she says, having their dogs off leash. That's a good point. She said someone's dog tried to attack her. Her dog was trying to attack. Yes. Graham says dingo and desperate people everywhere. Oh my goodness. Yes. Michelle Thaxton. Hello, Michelle says, hello. I'm planning to go to RTR in January. See you down the road. Hey, I'm glad. Fee says that's why there are shortages, lack of employees. Yes, and I'm hearing there's lack of employees on being truckers too, so they can't get the truckers. Also, I'm reading about all these containers that are stuck in ports, and they're waiting for them to be processed or ships out. So I heard some companies are like Home Depot are hiring their own private container companies. Traveling Gypsy says, glorious life on wheels. Yes, stuff like here too in Virginia. Wow. Kathy Isaac says it's everywhere in Michigan. No inside services and cut hours. Can someone explain to me in terms of what's happening? Because I was under the impression that so many people were being evicted and things were happening that people needed money. So why is there, someone says here, a shortage of employees in Brunswick County, North Carolina. Owl says here in Michigan, there's a major shortage of help. Restaurants are closing. So what is your opinion on that, everyone? Where are people going? Because they've stopped the additional unemployment payments. So people were saying that was the reason. So that's not happening. So Regina Lewis says, yes, there's a shortage of workers here in my area. A lot of people started working from home or started. Okay. Don says, Miss Nettie, no issues over here in Pitt County, but I've heard of personnel shortages everywhere. Okay. Okay, they can find billions for the latest weapons and bug out all money for the needy. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. And all those weapons that we left in when we left Afghanistan, all those billions of dollars in equipment are now going to be replaced. Isn't that something? I wonder if there was a plan to that, that I don't know. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on wild speculations. Aren't people still getting unemployment? Well, they were having DRH 201. They had the unemployment where people were getting the extra $200 or $300 a week, but that stopped. So, and I think extended unemployment, I think for many people has stopped. So I think a lot of people were getting, an extra $1,200 a month. That stopped. So, I don't know. Donald, my brother, saying second time check. Okay. All right. Time over. Well, you guys last week said because I'm late all the time starting that I owed you a couple of hours. So I'm giving you a little bit of that time back. I gave you 15 or 20 minutes last week, 15 minutes to this week. So you said I owed you guys about 2 hours. So, hey, pretty soon, another couple of weeks, I'll be caught up. Kathy says some places are paying $15 to $20 an hour. No school, no daycare. That's okay. But schools have started back. So schools have started back. Who's this saying it's because they're not turning off this with extra high employment and slot? So nobody wants, but yeah, they have turned it off in a lot of places though. Oopsie. Hello, Oopsie. Welcome. Oh, Oopsie says I've applied for dozens of jobs, tired of getting rejected because of my age. Now, this is the craziest thing. First of all, in my opinion, maybe it's because I'm an older person, but older people are some of the most loyal and most dedicated and most reliable workers. So that's the crazy thing. So you're short on employees, yet you're going to turn someone away because of their age. Now, how cuckoo is that? Really, how cuckoo is that? Amy says unemployment ended September 4th. Yeah, a lot of things, extended things stopped. Sylvia Torres says most of the reason is because the mandate of the jab. But there are a lot of places like restaurants here don't have that yet. However, well, maybe they do. Let me think about this because my daughter Jessica was up in San Francisco when I was at the Gutted, and they called me because she couldn't get into a museum they were going to because she didn't have her shot records. And I was able to straighten it out over the phone and she was able to get in, but they weren't going to let her in. So I don't know. But I think a lot of the younger people who are working at these restaurants and stuff, I think a lot of them have taken the I don't know. Sandra Miles says lots of people are getting online jobs, no living wage or universal income. So people are making the decision to work from home. You know what, Sandra? I think you and whoever said that earlier, I think that you may be right. And Seattle Girl says, yes, that's so true. Older workers provide much better service. They do. I think so. They can think of things too. Stella's got it. Hello. Says, yes, hello, Stella's got it. Didn't see you easing in here. Yes, they are most reliable. I think too. Prez still giving money to parents, $300 weekly per child. So you think that's it? Maybe. Janet Long says, Mo bang for your buck. I'm just sarcastic. Don't really leave my house a lot. My grand caravan will be paid off in March. Okay. Cindy says, my son has been having issues getting a job because of the jab. Okay. All right. That's true. Seattle Girl says younger workers tend to be less reliable because they just assume they can simply get another gig job. Now, this is true. I think that's a very good point. Mo Bang for your buck says young people don't believe in putting in a hard day work for a day pay. Well, some of them don't. Some. I think we have to some degree raised a generation of folks who many of them are entitled. Not all of them, certainly. This young girl, Eva, that I just interviewed, she is very impressive. And I'm getting ready to interview another young lady who is also very impressive. But some do. Some do. Carol, yes, you are an older person, but we have to agree with you. That's crazy. It's all, who is this? It says it's all over Ohio and they can't keep workers. I work part time. Oh my goodness. I'm 190-year-old in Flint, 10 jobs first day. Wow. Wow. Well, you guys, that's it. They're quitting jobs like crazy. That ends in December. Well, we'll see what's happening. Griswold family vacate. I try to instill hard work ethic in my students and my own kids. Well, thank goodness for you. And you have a perfect example of that in Landon. Very well-mannered young man. So Bo Mom Z says it depends on how the kids are raised too. My 20-year-old have a great work ethic. Yeah, that's true. It does depend on how they're raised, you know. Janet says, my son is being paid very well to work at a grocery store. Okay. Graham says, I need a couple of money bills to fly to Mars. No problem. Oh, where to get the money for that? Wow. Regina Lewis says it's not $300 weekly per child, but $250 to $300 monthly. Okay, thank you, Regina. Yes, it's $250 to $300 monthly per child. So, Ad Food said, looks like food will be the only Christmas gifts this year. We'll see, because they're saying a lot. I wonder how Black Friday. I wonder if they're going to have any products for Black Friday. What do you guys think? Are they going to have? Is this going to be? I don't think this is going to be a usual Black Friday, because I think a lot of the products are not going to be available. We'll see, though. We'll see. Donald says, I was watching 60 Minutes one Sunday and they did an article on a police officer who was in his 90s and still active. Wow. Wow. Now, Janice says it's $300 weekly. I think that was the unemployment, Janice. I think the $300 per child is monthly. I believe that's the case. Martin says, I'm almost 70 and working part-time. The people they hire in my area don't stay. Wow. Wow. Janice says, sorry, it's not weekly. Yeah, right. It's monthly for the kids. Okay. Don says, I had 4 job offers in the last month, and I'm trying to stay retired. I had job offers too. They tried to hire me at Walmart. They even said they'll find a job for Jessica if I come on board. I was like, no, thank you. I haven't actually. YouTube is believe it or not, YouTube is a full-time job. Jessica's always telling me, you're working so much, Mom. You're working so much. I am. But Danny from Griswold Family Vacay says, last Black Friday, we were in Disney, and I tell you what, we don't miss Black Friday a bit. Speaking of Disney, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, I am very upset with Disney. I know you love them, Danny, but I'm upset with them. They are now charging for the Fast Pass. Remember, you used to be able to go there, get a Fast Pass. If there's a line that's 5 hours later, you got a scheduled time and you come back maybe in 3 hours or whatever, and you could, get on relatively quickly. So you could plan your day and you could actually get on the rides that you wanted to get on. Now they're charging, I think it's $20, they said, per person for a Fast Pass. So if you're a family of 4, 2 parents and 2 kids, to go on, let's say there's 3 rides. The only reason you went to Disney, the main reason was these 3 rides. Say Splash Mountain, which I love. That one that goes, the Cars ride that goes around, and they have a new ride now at Disney World. So if you go there and you're only there for one day, and hold on just a minute. Jessica, could you bring me a Kleenex, please? Could you bring me a Kleenex, please? I'm sorry, folks. My nose always starts running when I get on here. But they said that if you it's now $20 per. Could you bring me a Kleenex or some paper for my nose, please?
You have a runny nose during the show?
I do. Jessica's laughing. She's saying you have a runny nose during the show. So I'm sorry to get so distracted, but for a family of 4.
How did that happen?
Jessica, I don't know how it happened. She must have, kids.
Here. See?
Yes, thank you,
Yeah.
Jessica.
Oh,
But
gosh.
so for a family of 4, excuse me, folks, I'm sorry. So for a family of 4, that's $80. And the I think, didn't they say the tickets went up to $156? So a family of 4 just to get in the park is about $600. Then if you want to make sure you get on the 3 rides, because if you stay in line 5 hours or 4 hours for one ride, your whole day. So that would be another $80 to go on one ride. That's $240 for all of you to be guaranteed to go on 3 rides. So that's $840. Are you kidding me? All right, that's what I'm going to say. I wish those people at Disneyland would quit doing stuff that make it impossible for us to bring kids and introduce them to, So Griswold Family Vacay says, I think that's a bunch of mess also, Carol. I think so too. Graham Whitaker says, Don, ain't that the truth? Sandra Miles, it's a great lifestyle, but if you're going to do it on disability, you have to have a sound vehicle and that cost is going up these days. Okay, so Sandra Miles, you're going to be doing, it sounds like, van life with a disability. Yeah, you have to have, disability or not, you have to have a sound vehicle. Janice says Disney is really expensive. I feel like I remember always paying for a fast pass. So no, last time we went to Disney, now it's been 2 years. It was just before we did not pay for a fast pass, Arcuda said hi to Jessica. Okay, I'll let her know, Nora. Thank you. Griswold, you guys are the Disney experts. He says Disney World turned 50 yesterday, and I have friends that were upset how the festivities that were handled. Yes, and there was something else that they were charging $75 for. I don't remember. But I mean, it was like for a family of 4, you can't even afford the food. I mean, it's just crazy. More bang for your buck says, no, but I did protect other people when I deliver food to them. Okay. Don Miller says, don't forget that nowadays they want you to make an appointment to enter the park. That's right. You have to make an appointment to enter the park. And of course, I forgot, you have to pay for parking too. That's right. You have to pay for parking too. So, wow. Donald, I'm glad we took Jessica when we did, because, goodness. CTV, plus with everyone having money problems, Walmart just canceled their... What? Walmart just canceled their layaway, and they're doing it where you have to pay interest? Are you kidding me? They canceled their layaway. You know what? I'm rarely speechless, but that just wigs me out. Sylvia says Disneyland is trying to make up for the time lost during the pandemic. I think you're right, Sylvia. I think a lot of these businesses are really jacking up the prices to try and make up for money that was lost during the pandemic. I believe you're right. You hit the nail on the head, Sylvia. But once they make up the money, are they going to go back down to the lower prices? No, absolutely not. So Kenneth says, so grateful for Carol. Oh, I'm so grateful for you too, Kenneth. Personal Pandemic Stories ORG says, stay away from Disney Park. They took kids to Epstein Island in St. James. Wow, I haven't heard about that. I'll have to look into that. That's kind of interesting. Linda Massey says, here in Iowa, they want you to work 12 hours and treat you like a slave. Don't want you to have a day off, and food going up, and they want you to back at same low pay. Wow. Oh, I tell you, Griswold, Danny says you have to make a Griswold Family Vacay. You have to make a reservation for your initial park, but then you can park hop to another park. Oh, okay. But if you're not doing a park hopper and you're just doing one park, then you're kind of, you know. Sandra Miles says, I agree, but I certain it would be way less expensive than what I'm dishing out monthly. Also, I would not want to make the jump unless I was sure I covered all my bases. So yes, so I hear some people say that van life is just as expensive as living in a apartment. I would have to say I agree and disagree with that, and let me explain. If you're doing van life and you're doing it in a frugal way, you're, staying put pretty much, or you're traveling slowly where, you're going to see the country, but you're doing it, maybe you're staying boondocking 2 weeks at a time, you're not traveling every day. But if you're traveling every day, if you every city you go to, you want to see every sites, if you're eating out on a regular basis, yeah, it's going to be as expensive or more expensive. But those individuals are not really doing van life to save money. Because if you're going to see all the sites, every point of interest, if you're going paying entrance fees to every park, if you're, parking at campgrounds and paying 40, you're not doing it to save money. You're doing it for the experience. So the reason you're doing van life is going to determine what your costs are. And if you're doing van life to save money and you're doing it in a way that's geared towards saving money, you are going to pay less doing van life than you will for an apartment in, I would say, almost every large city and many other cities in more expensive states like California, New York, Illinois, as far as, the larger urban areas. So no, van life is not more expensive unless you're doing it for the experience. Then yes, I would say it could be much more expensive. Because when you're living in your apartment, chances are you're not every day going to an activity, an event, spending lots of money seeing sites. If you're living in one location, you've already seen most of the places or a lot of the places. So anyhow, well, Don Miller says, then go for it, Senator Miles. And any way we can help or assist, just give us a shout. Thank you, Don, for saying that. And yes, I agree. Let us know. Hit me up on gloriouslifeonwheels@gmail.com. And this is a loving Glowbie community. Reach out and let us know your questions. We have so many people with so much experience and expertise in these lives. So just reach out, and I know there's someone in here who either has the information you need or will be willing to get it for you. So I'm going to look at these last comments and then head out because I am way over time. So I've almost paid you guys back for all the time that I was late. Sylvia says, hello, Don. Now we're going into inflation and people can't even afford to have fun anymore. Well, we're going to have fun the old-fashioned way, Sylvia. Kids out in the street with a stick ball, playing, riding our bicycles, playing tetherball, going to the beach. Maybe this will make us go back to doing things that really were good, honest, clean fun, like when I was growing up, instead of, having to think we have to spend loads of money to have fun. That might not be such a terrible idea. Inflation is not good, but maybe us having to do some things the old-fashioned way might not be so terrible. Mo Bang for your buck says you got to pay to play now. That's true, but I think if we can come up, we were out when we go out to Quartzsite, and we go on the 14-day BLM land. We have great time, doing bonfires, s'mores, getting together, laughing. We went to the senior citizen center and we played bingo. You can bring $10 and play all night, or play as much as you want, play one card for $1. So you can play. So there are ways to have fun for less. It just takes some creativity. Don says that's so true, Sylvia. Anyhow, I'm missing some comments. Sorry. Kathy says I park in community safe lots. That's a good idea, Kathy. Janet says have a great week, Carol. Thank you, Janet. Arcuda says, Janice Williams, thank you for following me on Instagram. Oh, that's right. Go over and check out Nora Arcuda 2001 on Instagram. she's just a brilliant artist, has some of the most beautiful work you ever want to see. So go out and check her out. And I think, you know what I think what we should start doing is having maybe every week, maybe having one or two channels or businesses or something that we highlight on the lives. I think we're going to do that. I'm going to have to figure out how to pick out the ones for the week, because there's so many of you who have great, Donald said third time check. Okay, Donald, they have great channels and, you know, businesses and talents. So if you have any ideas on how I can do that, go on some of my comments, you know, on when I send out community notices, and let me know how you think I could pick which channels or which businesses that are in here that to highlight on our lives. But I would like to start highlighting at least a couple every live. Maybe I won't be able to do it by next week, but I'll get it figured out so we can start doing that. All right, folks. All right, folks. It is time. My brother has been cracking the whip, and I am gone way over. Land Cloud Adventures. Hello. I didn't see you ease in. Hello, hello. Pick the channel with the fluffiest dogs. Or pick the, you know what? We can have a contest. Who has the cutest dog? And then you can bring your cute dogs. Now that's an idea. Land Cloud, you gave me an idea, Land Cloud Adventures. So thank you. Hey, Victoria May, Life Unfiltered. Welcome, welcome. Timeless Freedom. Hello, hello. Miss Nettie, perhaps have people email you their business, Instagram, YouTube. Maybe. I get so many emails now, and I still don't. I am way behind on answering them. So I'll have to think about that. But that's a thought, Miss Nettie. Thank you. All right. Arcoda 2001 said it all. Have a lovely week, everyone. Have a great week. Bye. See you next week. Next week, I hope I will have a special guest. I hope. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Oh, one last. I knew there was something I forgot. One last. I'm going to try something really different this week. I may not do it, but I'm going to try it. I am going to try and do 3 or 4 videos this week that I do myself, that I don't edit, that I'm going to try and make things that you could use in van life and record it. I may have Jessica be my camera person. I don't know. So stick around. Stay tuned this week. I should have announced that in the beginning, shouldn't I have? But anyhow, see you guys later. Take care. Love you all. Have a great weekend, the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye, everyone.